Cooks, what do you think one of my favorite parts of spring is? It is artichoke season. Artichokes are in season usually from March to May or June, and then sometimes they're good again in the fall. But the prime time artichoke season is right now during spring. And I picked a couple up from my local grocery store. I absolutely love artichokes. I eat them with just mayonnaise. But one of the problems is they can take like 45 minutes to steam. And I've discovered a way to cook these in the Instant Pot, and they are done in just minutes. So join me as we cook some artichokes in the Instant Pot. The first thing we need to do is prep our artichokes, and I have some medium-sized artichokes here. If you are in California, you can get big, huge, nice ones, right? But because I'm on the East Coast, those aren't quite available to me. But these are pretty nice ones. So what I did is completely rinse them. You want to do that because these things are sitting on a bush, and there's all kinds of stuff flying over, you know, dropping stuff, bugs getting on there, whatever. You just want to rinse it out and make sure that they're nice and clean. So I just rinse it under the water, and I like shake it to make sure that there's nothing stuck in there. I usually don't find that. One time I found that. That's why I'm a little paranoid about that. So basically what this is this is the flower of a bush. So when this flowers, all these leaves open up and the choke in the middle becomes the flower. It's kind of neat looking and also kind of creepy at the same time. So they usually come with a stem on here. I'm going to cut this pretty much to there. So you want it to look like this. I like to take off just these outer little leaves. I like to keep on as much as I can because I love artichokes. And what some people do is some people cut this off and they dig the choke out. Some people cut them in half and dig the choke out. That's basically, there's a lot of furry stuff in the middle of there. I don't even bother with that. I just cook them whole. So what I do is I just cut the top off of it, which can be a little bit of the job. And then that's just to take these spiky things off because these leaves have little spikes on them. Then I just take a pair of scissors and then I cut the little spikes off these leaves. I don't do this all the time. You don't necessarily have to, but you know, if you're serving these to guests, you can do that just to make it look a little fancier. So I'm cutting all the things off here. Also keeps you from getting, you know, hit by one of these little spikes when you're eating it. So here's our artichoke. I'm going to go ahead and process these other ones. Some people tie a lemon at the bottom. I don't bother with that because, you know, in the Instant Pot, they're going to cook so fast and it really doesn't help. You put a lemon here to avoid it discoloring, but we're going to be cooking these so fast, this thing won't even have time to know that it's supposed to be discoloring. So let me finish prepping these and then we'll get to cooking. Okay, so we are ready to cook. So we're gonna take the lid off. This is the Instant Pot Ultra, but this will work in any pressure cooker. In our bowl, I have a rack here. It's just a steaming rack. I'll put a link down in the description to that if you don't have one of those. I'm gonna go ahead and put a cup of water in to the cooker. And then I'm going to put in our artichokes. I'm just going to stand them up just like this. This is so easy. So we're going to go ahead and put our lid on. And we're going to program the cooker. So we're going to set it for regular pressure cook. We're going to be having it on high here. We're going to set it for 8 minutes and we're going to hit start. So we have this on seal. This is automatic, but if you have a duo, you have to make sure you press it on seal. It's going to come to pressure. It's going to cook the 8 minutes, and then we're going to do a quick release on this, and we'll be ready to eat some artichokes. So we'll be back when this is almost done. So the cooker went through the cycle. I released the pressure manually, and so all the pressure is out. Time to take a look at what we have. Ooh. Ooh. Make sure you open your cooker away from you so you don't get all that steam in your face unless you want a facial. So I'm just going to test one of our leaves, and you know it's done if it just pops out. Wow, perfect. Has a slight give on it. You don't want it total mush. Wow. I would say that is a perfectly cooked artichoke. So let's get this out and take a taste. So I got my little fancy platter out here. This actually is like a tart pan or something. Thought it would be cute to put my artichokes on. So they look pretty fantastic. Wow. 8 minutes in the Instant Pot. And we have artichokes that in the past has taken me like 45 minutes to cook. And we have them in 8 minutes. Wow. Awesome. They look fantastic. So let me get some sauce and we can take a taste. And you're going to be surprised at the sauce that I use. So I'll be right back. So let's get one of these artichokes over here. Oh my gosh. This is actually one of my favorite foods is artichokes. And my secret artichoke sauce is mayonnaise. Now, I know what you're saying. Mayonnaise, right? I love it with mayonnaise. Some people eat it with melted butter. You can use some kind of sauce with lemon juice. You can even do chipotle mayonnaise. I don't care. But I like it with just mayonnaise. So let's see what we got. It's perfect. A little tug. You don't want it super mushy. It's perfect. 8 minutes in the Instant Pot. This is what I love about spring. Artichokes. They're fantastic. They're so simple. And the Instant Pot is the great way to cook it because you'd have to steam these for like 45 minutes. 8 minutes. Manual release. Done. Perfectly cooked. Wow. So I know what you're saying. Get to the good stuff, right? Let me take these leaves off of here. Let's get to the center. This is where all the action is. But the leaves are great. So this is the center of your artichoke. And look at how funny that looks. This is basically where the flower comes out when it sprouts. But all you do is take a spoon. If you were to remove this part prior to cooking, then you don't have to do it after cooking, which is kind of good because if it's super hot, you know, it's kind of hard to handle. But, you know, this is just me eating this. So we're going for it. Let me get a fork real quick. And let's taste the best part of the artichoke. This is the artichoke heart. Perfect. I mean, it couldn't be cooked better. You don't want it overly mushy. And if you don't cook it long enough, it will be still hard. But this is soft, but it has a little bit of bite to it. The artichoke is one of my favorite foods. We had an artichoke bush growing up. My mom had an orchard at our house, and we had an artichoke bush. Let me tell you, that's how I got addicted to artichokes. It is so good. So good. It's fantastic, and it's perfectly cooked. So, Instant Pot artichokes, 8 minutes, manual release. You're gonna love it. So cooks, it's springtime. It's artichoke time. Get your Instant Pot out. Cook you up some artichokes. If you don't have an Instant Pot, then just steam them. That's gonna take about 45 minutes. This is a great excuse to get an Instant Pot, is to cook artichokes. And now is the time to get them, because they are at the best price that they're going to be all year. And they're absolutely fantastic. If you like this video, please subscribe below, leave me a comment and a like, and visit my website at amylearnstocook.com. You can also catch me on social media at Pinterest and Twitter at Amy Learns to Cook. My Facebook group is facebook.com/groups/Amy Learns to Cook. And on Instagram, I'm at Cooking with Amy. Oh, gosh. Artichokes. Fantastic. So good.